This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Andy Kem. Before some band came on, my name is Marita. Second, I never know.
There are some talking points.
Yes,
so,
yeah,
quickly now.
Okay. Carry on. Yeah.
So first one, you share major talking points and game on your screen. Now you share, especially from Kotoko side. Share complaints are lawyer debate very soon on your screen. You bet me pick your mona. You analyze every one. First one, a penalty caller. Supposedly referee and to me or the bat or my advantage. On the fact that I born that Sukra Kotoko for on the edge of the penalty box, and that was a clear penalty. But bonus Abedi in Bella and the referee had to ignore originally the first incident. So from the close shot, we say after losing the ball, the defender not tried to say Obefoul in Fege just inside of the box, but Bella had the control of the ball. So who's a referee now? And you can have now another advantage of having a real look of the whole issue. And on the edge of that penalty box, and Fege clearly had access to the ball first. Defender no beat anywhere and foul into the box, but from the referee play advantage, Emma Kotoko it me progress, and this is the close shot.
Was it outside the box or inside the box?
Inside.
Inside.
Yes.
Who is there?
Inside. Inside no is edge.
And the more play and twasso. It who's a foul, right? Okay.
A foul.
So there's nothing like advantage beyond penalty.
Okay.
So when you penalty, that's
advantage.
You give the person the penalty.
Okay. Now someone advantage, you know, so that's when to me decide now. So I now call back to incident no. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was a cross-field pass to Infegi.
Okay.
In fact, you have boxing now. We defend and slip at you.
Close shot.
Yeah, close shot to the back.
Yes. That from not tripping.
Okay.
And there you have it.
You need time to bring into the way. Been away.
Yeah, I think I had the Ohuni. Yes.
Sir. Was he foul? Me Ohuni you. Okay,
it also looks like as a
trust me,
okay. So we are there was another incident. Born a ball ban, I say, but in a flash, one who say ran it to but from this angle, who say referee was also right. So who say long shot, no man who's a born a share, and I see line but from the close shot, who's a born, no, it's line and this is a general. So yes. Who say it's line
Okay.
So
it's a main line.
Okay. General, but I think equally, but James Sunya certain chances and key talking points in the game. So you have the advantage of Kotoko views. I review. You share James Sunya, and clearly, I think this one was also another situation and now referee attention also. And I got us a close situation around the edge of the box, and a foul on the panel without having access to the ball and closely. Yes, Oanje. And another situation, and this was a foul on a circle for within the area, and also echo in favor of Kotoko, Bra referee. And so from the close shot, we say clearly, it was a high foot, but a ball circle for now, say, and it was clearly a foul within area. So, general. I think so those clarifications, from those two games, and I said two incidents,
okay.
And you go through.
Not lawyer pay offside,
offside, no.
Say a dear crowd no pay. And he said, and only ready.
The theory said, start time say you sue one angle throughout the game.
Okay.
So it was so tough getting it right, say it off and I say it off.
Okay.
This is the reality, general.
All right.
I think I've on your ball now. Means okay, I've on your ball now.
Okay.
I think was an
yes,
you're free.
You're free on my young share Sule Muntari, what he brings on board for Blasters. Now, a person clarify the to general as you enjoy video on the screen. Many people are talking about intensity of Nigeria and then the Ghana game. But based on the fact that Sule age no kosoro na near fika crisis say the movement are a bit slower. Yes, this is true. But the fast slow and the bubble roles are always different. You shouldn't forget Pilo of all people, one of the slowest players on earth, a ball in the Milan derby against Inter, against AC Milan, and he played as a holding midfielder in a diamond. Gattuso one chain, seed of one chain on the old base. Kaka on top of the diamond behind Shevchenko and then Inzaghi. typical diamond formation, Pilo, one of the slowest players on earth, and enable. Roles are always different. Even on 40 krana, your role can always be specified. General, so here if you are, Sule has always been pressing without the ball, and then also chasing ball as part of the two front players for Hasfolk. So without the ball, Sule doesn't stay idle. He doesn't stay lazy. He pushes and presses up front. And this is how you really need to understand the midfielder's role on the field. So, share the Sule Debemao without the ball. Let's delve deeper into the tactical profile. From the first game against Kotoko in a diamond midfield of 4. Ubenya Sule, Ubenya Awako, Ubenya Nuruddin, and then of course Ubenya Bania. These were the midfield Awako. These were the midfielders. And my dikaka breaking it down. Ubenya the 4-2-2-2. 2 our top, 2 on Fifi, and then 2 our base of the midfield. 2 now in Fifi, now more bridge the gap on Sule, and they play that role, no? And that is the role of a creativity. So in a midfield 4, a time of midfield where you expect a midfield to be at least minimum of 2 different roles, and playing against the 4-3-3 from Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Sule Emma who said the role is so much expensive. So looking at the default situations as Sule getting so much involved, you know. Let's talk about the second game against us folk, where some of Boadu tactically decided to go in a diverse way in a typical 4-1-4-1 formation, with Nuruddin being the only solution midfielder or standing at the base. 4-0-5, you know, Ubehu Sule and Salim. Now talk about this convertible 4-1-4-1 to 4-3-3. Sule, Salim, and then Nuruddin, the better 3-man midfield in a narrow formation. So this is 2 different roles. Once I'm in the general man breaking on 4-1-4-1, 4-0 up top, no Sule can. And the other side of the role is say, anytime be a Nuruddin at the single pivot edge ball, you find out Sule will get closer, just as screen. So talking about mobility, Sule has shown say, oh, you're quite mobile. Or drop you but deep earlier up front, but Sule now drop you but just around the area. Our by assist my general, my progressive ball. No. Sule had most touches for Hasfolk against Kotoko in 2 different games. The most touches. And it's giving us an impact. The 4-1-4-1 is very much evident on your screen once more. And the rule, no, a convertible 4-3-3 method try, you know, Sule eka home. Usually on the maintaining possession, on the progressive ball for Hasfolk, and you really need to understand the movement and sign what in the rule. And I say, this is Sule. Look at the Nipa trying to wash here. In this circumstance, on keep ball no and check or try and maintain a recycle ball, no. But where it is very much important, so be progressive to say the who screen is Sule doesn't waste time on the ball quickly or try so be my game the flow. And this is the fluidity aspect of the game, no, as a midfielder. And I've said in general, there are many things in the game on the field that you can't really measure. Experience, maturity, you can't measure this. This is where Sule is very much important. Now, talking about the 3-man midfield of Kumasi Asante Kotoko in the second game, the 4-4-2 was so much evident. 4-2-2, no number breaking it down. Say, Ubehu Sule, Ubehu Awako. Omochi, you have 2 combative midfielders in Salum and in Nuruddin. And this is where you understand Sule has very multiple positions and roles on the pitch. And if we are talking about these games, intensity there, I don't think on the African continent, club football be intensity, saying Accra, Hasfolk, and Ekotoko game. Maybe we call North Africa, any other East African part of the continent, and when your games are the intensity, no, and Ekotoko has the NEP. So intensity, Sule doesn't fail. Talking about receivers, he is the main receiver of Hasfolk team. No, he doesn't get involved, general. But we are availing home, said a vision up front, players who are available. And talk about the long ball, direct football from Samuel or Boadu in the first game against Kotoko. Sule Muntari had many parts of the game, say, or sending the long ball. So, talk about the positioning or drop it but deep. And who's a Sule drop here by all any shoulder check. Basic requisite of a midfielder, or be sure, but you better drop into the correct space. No, I try so be progressive ball, no, Ediako. And in this circumstance, we'll drop here by Warden is Corsa, and that was against RTU in the Ghana Premier League. So, talking about the positioning generally, Sule has been very much consistent or respecting the role. No, that is the kind of tactical discipline. Look at how he reads the game or drop it back that sensitive spot about Bono Diako. And he's been exchanging positions with player friends said Dennis Corsa. And this is how you really need to understand. Now for Nikosi Comoros gamer, Ghana and so, and then you are telling me Sule can never have any impact against Nigeria. General, I would disagree based on the fact cry more banady money experience saying back on the core, you know. So against Nigeria, General, you need Sule. You need him off the ball. You need him on the ball. You need Sule in the dressing room, and you need Sule before kickoff. I think the impact has been shown. 2 games. this is a small part of the game I generally bet me are discussing. Can never convince me Sule would not be important against Nigeria.
Wow. Okay. Then I was wondering, yeah, baby, I pray the Hearts of Oak will never play in the top 4. That could see any way, Abba. Was we I feel the top 4 and I'm buying and say, oh, my booby. That could see. Okay. And I really